Hey there, fellow base builders, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages. Episode 18, Building a Hospital, Not a Moment Too Soon. So Ginger, how is that stomach of yours? You have been tended 70. I think what I'll do is I'll illuminate Ginger's bedroom so that the medical tending in that specific room is a little higher. McGee is researching? Wait, what? Oh yeah, you're our researcher. And that would be correct. I may need to I may need to mine up some more steel for the tailor shop. We'll see as time goes on. Man, how long has it been fog? I feel like it's been foggy for a long time now. And these shelves here are going to be for textiles. So manufactured textiles will be prioritized for these shelves. And I'm leaving a little bit of extra space for the mannequin. And if I have more tailoring tools. Things might need to be adjusted here. We'll see as time goes on. Or I might need to move some doors. You know, I don't know yet. Think Porcupine should be able to sleep in a box. Guess I'll know soon. We definitely have more room for, well, I guess I'm still hunting. I was gonna say we have more room for meat processing. Yeah, look at all those textiles. Max connected buildings 2. Okay, so we could build another tailoring tool on the other side, meaning let's move the door there. Or actually, let's move the door there. And we're going to need to haul more wood. Is there even more wood to be hauled? I don't think so. I even have a harvest for the ambrosia that just never got done. In this case, it's probably more the case where I just need to prioritize plant cut and grow over others. Do I have Anomaly research set up? I do, yes. I have entity containment. And as far as work goes, dark study is more a higher priority than regular study, so anytime it's off cooldown, I do it. Is Lillian still zoned? She is, but doesn't need to be. That's a good point. So the only one that should be zoned is Klein, because he doesn't move very fast due to his heavy armor, and Ginger, because she's, you know, frail and cataract and old. With gut worms and a stab. I mean, she moves at 57%. She shouldn't go anywhere. She's having a bad time, too. Some of the trees in the inner courtyard, they're very tempting to cut because they're so close by. But I think instead what I'll do is I'll queue up another tree cut zone here. and hope that my growers are helping with the wood. So we have a winter solstice opportunity, and for that we need a sacrificial flag. I absolutely intend to do this because as long as we have like permanent injuries anywhere in our colony, we should 100% take advantage of the miracle healing that might be bestowed upon us. So let's get that built. And our sanctuary is like pretty close to fully impressive. Right? We're only a few points off. So the expected quality really couldn't be that much better. So I'm triggering it now. It's a little weird to burn a flag in a room with wooden floors inside, but whatever. And it was fun, but no blessing. Oh well. We tried. At least it was fun. Mad squirrels. Actually, Ginger, go back inside. Yeah, I see the fertilizer the biosolids being stored there. Little target practice. Oh, how the hell did you die? Well, just glad I came out here and noticed that. That's freaking awesome. Free Goldilocks. I think we're done. Cool. Yep, that was all of them. Oh, God. Cougars again. Lillian, run. It's always Lillian. What is she? She must smell like catnip or something, because, like, big cats are constantly trying to murder her. Intercepted. Not even a wound. That's what I like to see. Other animals that are gonna be a piece of crap. There is yet another cougar. So you know what? Let's just kill it now. I don't need to wait for it to be annoying. Let's just have a Valka solo it at this point. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Okay, cool. Calling the... Oh, and we do have a Tyrrell up in the northwest. Copy that. Once of alcohol's in that cougar, I'll probably go Tyrrell hunting too. I do think it's probably worth my while because of the existential threat that these beasts... And we lost someone, right? Like, we lost one of a really important member due to... Oh, it wandered out. No, it didn't wander out. It just hid behind the trees. Damn it. You almost got me. Wow, you blend in really well. Sorry, little owlbear, but you gotta die. That is all of the potential manhunters on the map tile have been taken care of now. The workshop kind of stalled out due to lack of wood. It's really hard to believe that there aren't... Yeah, there are fully grown trees over there. I'm going to unrestrict... Well, no, that's so dangerous. Yeah, I'm just going to roll with it. So, Lilin... And Lilin is the only one that can go out there and plant cut. Everyone else has some sort of zoning restriction. Which is why we really haven't made a lot of progress on it. But I do see wood to be hauled, so I know it's out there. One of the issues that you end up... what was that big white animal? Is that a... Okay, it was probably just Muffalo. Is once you have so low wood in your own stockpiles, you end up in a situation where you... just like what Matic is doing, where you haul it in piecemeal. Like just a tiny stack at a time, rather than 75 at a time. And that's exactly what's happening right now, which is why I'm just not making a lot of progress. So making sure that when people come out here, they're not grabbing like 15 to refuel a torch, but instead 75 to fill a bench. That's going to be a lot better. And McGee's also out here, so I guess... Oh, right. Dark research is higher than grow and plant cut, but not regular research, which is exactly how I want it. So he's also helping to cut down trees. As is Lilin, and yeah, our wood should be back to normal pretty soon. As far as the bad temperature for the tailoring bench, I don't care. We'll do it in the cold. It's too much effort to try to min-max that. This Goldilocks horn... Oh, it's not usable with shields, never mind. I was going to say it might actually be more damage than the Obsidian Danax. Almost, it rivals it, just about. But, because it's not usable with a shield, it's moot. I'm going to go ahead and say... First pass for the tailoring bench, tailoring workshop is done. So if you want me to build other workshops, you are free to vote for it. So here's the full list. If you want me to do another workshop, you're welcome to vote for it. That would probably be a smithy. If you want me to instead do the hospitals or ritual room, the ritual room, mind you, is not a anomaly ritual room. It is our ideology ritual room, our sanctuary. You can vote for that. A tomb, guest lodging, if you want me to start hosting guests. It is totally up to you. I might want to check the small shelves on the tailoring. Oh yeah, these are totally wrong. Yep. Good call. These were supposed to be important for textiles, so that the textiles would be primarily on the local shelves. But I definitely screwed that up. Yep. Good. Thanks for noticing. $550, 400. All right, let's do another high priority haul. I really thought this cotton would have died sooner, but it lasted a while. I'm gonna harvest it before the rest of it dies because it's really cold right now. Something else I could do for the rec room is I'm going to start to get armchairs for the chairs that are used most, you know, the ones closest to the meals. And that will also improve the quality of this room as well, which I think is in our benefit in the long run if we want high moods. Trying to get this up to like wondrously impressive, or at least 120 for the rituals or something would be very helpful. So I am going to be making a hospital. I think I want to put a hospital here. It's a little weird to have the crematorium adjacent to it, but I want it like close to gates, and this spot makes the most sense to me. And I think the back wall of the hospital, I'll even opt for castle wall. So there's really high durability to prevent enemies from infiltrating from behind. And then the actual floor within the hospital will make it granite mosaic. Make it look cleaner. The shore's starting to ice up a little bit. And we pulled in some wood, so I'm gonna cut the high priority hull zones and get them working on the hospital. Would also not be a bad idea to have a armchair for the research, because that's sat on a lot. And I would do one for the tailor, but I think we whip through the tailoring tasks fast enough that there's not a lot of benefit for that. Ginger, how is your gut worms? Wait. The miracle healing worked. The winter solstice miracle healing worked. She's not frail anymore. Oh, I just totally over a miracle. Ginger's wound has disappeared before your eyes. It didn't give me like an alert or anything. But yeah, she's no longer frail. I was looking at her gut worms and I was like, wait, something's missing. She's not frail anymore. Well, awesome. She'll be able to move at like just about normal speed as soon as her stomach gut worms goes away. That means I feel once her gut worms are cured, I'm gonna like release her zone restrictions, and also probably make her a bow, because she's a lot more physically capable as a result. I've been making recurve bows, but I might want to consider making like war bows for everybody at some point for the added range. I think the disadvantage of the war bows, though, if I'm not mistaken, is their accuracy close is really bad compared to recurve bows. Is that true? Yes. Yes, that is true. Maybe not then. Maybe only for our most skilled bowmen. Of which I have maybe McGee and Ivalka. So McGee, instead of making a recurve bow, I'll make a war bow and give it to McGee. And then make a recurve bow or give the recurve bow to Ginger. There are arquebuses that I could make. But their refire rate is slow enough that unless it's mounted, I don't think it's worth it. Which is why I haven't gone to like matchlock technology yet. Or maybe ever. Because unless I have a massive colony of a lot of shooters, I don't see it being a useful tool. Wow, that tending was awful. And Destroyer just got the plague. The game was like, ha! You want a hospital, huh? Well, here's more reason to have a hospital. And just, like, made everyone sick. The other part of the hospital, of course, is going to be... Oh, is that roofed? No, just dark because of lack of snow. Getting a bunch of, like, decent beds in there. I don't believe sterile flooring or anything like that. Another thing that we can do to its benefit would be to add in sink basins. Because that ends cleanliness. And then we're also going to want shelves for medicine. Once they're built. It's kind of hard to link them right now. Creepy that, like, technically the inside courtyard of our entire fortress is a tomb. Because, you know, it's enclosed and has graves. Just don't think about it too hard. Alright, there it is. McGee has a warbow. And he's also trigger happy. So we have 2 trigger happy warbowmen. Superb. And a 4-bed hospital. It's rather small, but a 4-bed hospital is not terrible. Especially given our population is only 6. Oh, look at how productive you have been. I am gonna stop allowing cutting. I feel like there's probably plenty of cut wood now, and it's just a matter of hauling it in. It might not be unreasonable for me to aim for higher quality beds for everyone to sleep on. But, you know, that can wait. Good. Masterwork. Excellent. Good. The good ones could be improved. And in fact, I'm going to uninstall Ginger's bed and give her this one. Our best constructor is Maddox, so he should be the one to actually build the beds themselves. The highest quality. Masterwork. Okay, well, that works. McGee, you will get that. Okay, attacking immediately from the north. Ginger, how's your mood? Let's hope you keep it together. And everyone rally. I'm gonna hit combat command, because I ain't messing around. Lillian's the only... So McGee, I'm gonna have you take off that, and Lillian mans it. Okay. So we have everyone at the ready. And we're very visible. So it should be pretty easy for the enemies to spot us. And therefore not path weird. They have overwhelming numbers, underwhelming arms. Definitely going to want to fall back to cover once they overtake our position. The stone stalwarts are potentially allyable. So we could also consider taking prisoners if we want to try to encourage friendship amongst our factions. Could you frickin' hit? Oh my god, these guns. For real. It's like my shooters have taken an oath of missing. Conscientious objector level aim. Here we go. Klein, good luck. And yeah, they bash stuff, but like, I think this is the most reasonable defense that I could come up with, given the fog of war disadvantages. And we should be actually pretty close to having this resolved, because we only have to down half of them, and I think there was like 22? Oh god, that guy has a big sword. Well, you're not going to be prisoners. If we have a momentary break... McGee and Maddock break from the lines and come out here to these guns. Warbows can shoot over the wall, sure, but I can't see over the wall. So I can't shoot at something I can't see. So if I can spot them, it's useful, but you know, they're not always spottable. Now what I'm doing over here is I'm trying to move them to the arquebuses to try to get our mounted defenses involved. I see one that's like a... Oh god, never mind. Scratch that. We'll focus it over here. Lillian, back up. They should be coming in. I don't even know who she's shooting at. Here we go. Ginger's too busy vomiting to contribute to the fight. Alright, come on, Warbowman. I'm going a bit on the offensive here, because I think they're very close to their retreat numbers. Oh god. It was not worth it. Come on. Come on. Just retreat. How many of you do I need to kill? This lack of accuracy is killing me. We're just missing... No, you're attacking the wrong thing. Attack... the standing one. Klein's probably, yeah, down. Alright, you're trying to kidnap Klein. Ugh, this is just so frustrating. Duplot here is not even going to make it out to map edge, so I'm going to focus on my own self-preservation, because the, oh, your nose is gone. Because it's not like he's going to be able to escape. Alright, McGee, you take the front. Let's file out. It doesn't look like... Yep, yeah, there we go. Alright, Avalka, you have 5 hours. Lilin, tend. Klein doesn't have a lot of bleeds. He's got mostly bruises. So you rescue... And, yeah, base successfully defended. It was a little sketchy. Mostly because my guys were... It's fog. So when they came across the bridge, we were shooting the guns at nothing. We were missing terribly. But that just is the way it is. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to make a whole lot of captures of any of them, because we're going to be overwhelmed with, like, repair orders and the like. So, not worried about that. I guess, yeah, technically the hospital's ready for you. We're still trying to lay out the beds. So McGee and Ginger. Well, Shatter now sucks, but could have been a lot worse. There we go, the hospital got used for the first time. Gonna get a preach health on Klein, because, you know, he's a bit of a linchpin of our defense. And continue working on... Oh, maybe you shouldn't be the one doing the medicine here, but whatever. Continue working on building a hospital. Okie dokie. Time for you to get some bed rest. I can't, It's not exactly possible to, amputate a torso, so, you get in bed. %67% quality, that's about as high as it gets with herbal meds. Ginger, your gutworms is one more great tending away from being done. Awesome. We're getting the arquebuses back up, because they got mashed down. And then we have a lot of corpse cremating to do as well. Now, there was the question of, should we strip them of the stuff? I don't think... Maybe if it was like... something like if they were really well armored, but I don't see any of them as like being particularly well armored, so I'm not gonna stress about that. Spider illnesses, I think Ginger's still probably the best tradesperson. So let's go look at their armor. They didn't really have anything I want, but I could sell them stuff. Hyperweave padded helmet sounds interesting. It's got super good sharp. Might be worth it. Oh, you know what? Matic had an inspired trade. I forgot about that. So this helmet has a sharp of 70. Klein, your helmet has a sharp of 61. So, yeah, wear the padded helmet. Yeah, this position really got overrun quick. Thanks, Fog. So, Ginger, you're probably a day in... Well, I don't know. It depends on whether we get a 69 or 70%, 68% or lower. But I hope the next medical tending is maxed so that she could be cured of the gutworms. The last thing we need in this hospital is the last 2 beds. And given the amount of time I have left on the stream, let's get that going so that I can claim that it is done. It's only good quality, but I'll settle for it. And there we go. We've got our hospital. It still needs some plumbing. It needs one more wall. Well, I don't care about that wall. It needs a little bit more plumbing to be really done. And then the last thing is... maybe an apothecary? Well, There's not really a hospital sign. So I'll put an inn sign because it's similar. Sweet. So it's a decent room to be in. It's not amazing. It is clean, though, because of the sinks. So there's a benefit to that. And it will always be lit. Meaning we don't need individual torches for bedrooms. So it's a little bit easier on the fuel. High priority hauling means we have not... Actually, a Valka being sick means we have not been cooking. Lilin. I don't... try your hand at cooking. We're super hungry, and people are going to get riotous if we don't remedy this. Finally! Been waiting forever for that. Getting rid of the old chairs in lieu of the new ones. Although I might have miscounted. We should have kept one of those stools. Oh man, some of these walls really took a beating. Well, having reset from that pretty rough raid, I am going to officially say that this is where I am going to leave off for the week. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that watched all the way to the credits. So thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode for an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow knights.